Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. Are you ready?
Just bring it! Woo! And that's the bottom line. And that's the bottom line. Woo! Just bring it!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Your favorite time of the week, and I am your host, Mr. OMG, Reaper of the Ring Kwest, and I am joined by my partner in crime.
Hey, man. The brother man with the master plan, Brother Cam.
And we have a special guest again, welcoming back to the Asylum, Mr. Two-Timer of the Year. I'll let you introduce yourself.
And, of course, the history maker himself, Wolverine.
Wolverine. All right. Are you going for a three-time? A three-peat? Three-peat?
It's already guaranteed.
Oh, so he got a dynasty going. A dynasty going over there.
My legacy.
Yo, we got a pretty hype show this week, but Cam, you got a challenge. Like, okay, he had a challenge for us. What's the challenge?
Listen, I'm bringing the first ever Heine challenge. As everybody knows, Cam loves Heine. Any self-respecting man loves Heine. I don't care what your walk of life is, what your martial status is, what your sexual orientation is. Every man, every self-respecting man loves Heine.
You know, only unless you've had too much Heine. You know, I've had so much Heine in my life. Like, you know,
And if you don't love somebody else's Heine, you like your own Heine. Nasty son of a bitch. But anyway, so the Heine challenge is we got to finish 2 Heines, beverages that is, within the 30-minute mark of this program. All right, if we don't finish that, the person will be on the hot seat, which means they're going to get roasted in this motherfucker.
what?
I had to bleep myself.
What's new about that, y'all?
No. I don't mean
all the time.
No, that's different. I'm talking about what we say off air.
Oh shit.
We just gonna start shooting on there, having some fun. All right.
Oh my God.
Now look,
yeah.
This is the only reason why I'm doing this is because I don't drink often, and I want to celebrate a milestone, a really big milestone. And I've been very, very quiet about this, but I think Cam Jackson is passing that 1,000 match mark soon. Yeah. So
like one with 3 zeros behind it?
yeah. So
holy shit.
exactly. And that takes a while. So I think I'm like 7 or 8 away. So we're gonna turn up till we get there, and when we get to that 1,000 match, we're gonna really it's gonna be some shit.
But
Yeah, I wrestled a lot.
You know what I find most impressive about that though?
What's up?
You actually counted 1,000 matches?
Well,
I would have lost count after like 100 maybe.
So no, collectively, I looked through a bunch of databases and did some addition. There's no way I could remember each and every match. I'm pretty sure I've had way more than what the number is there, but let's call that one the official number because it's lower and the challenge. So
that's actually impressive though. It really is.
It's only 52 weeks in a year, so you know what I'm saying. You say,
bro, and how long have you been doing this?
Now we're walking into year 8.
Wow, year 8.
It's 2023, right? Yeah, 2015. Yeah. I mean, no, it's 2024. Walking into year 9. Fuck.
Yep. Woo. Yo, I mean, like you gotta think about it. Like that's impressive because you got guys at WWE and all that. They wrestle $320 a year?
Yeah.
So think about it, and barring injury or whatnot, 320, they have to do over 2 years to get to their 1,000 point. Well, actually, 3 years. They got to do 3 years to get them almost knocking on it. That's hey. Shout out Cam Jackson.
Hey, let's hold the heinies up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got to cover it though, because Heine ain't paying us.
Yeah.
Nobody likes broke Heine. Nobody likes to not be paid by the Heine. Okay,
that's right. But
hashtag Heine challenge engaged.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to crack mine open, and I'm gonna
we
do
gotta
that.
wait for the crack. That's when the timer starts. Look at the time stamp.
Right. With our XWW bottle opener, and you can get that at any of our events, or you can even go to our network and you can check it out at xtremetvonline.com for $4.99. And hey, here it is. And we also have these nice keychains too. It's oh wait a minute, that's upside. There we go. A nice keychains right there too. So yeah, so here we go. Heine challenge. Let me get that open right there.
And we're off to the races. The time is.
We are 6 minutes in.
6:30.
Yeah.
All right, we got till 36:30.
All right, 36:30 it is. I'm gonna start this off. Oh,
might be a long 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme.
Been a minute since I had a Heine. I used to deliver these things, guys,
Just dropping Heine off.
Just dropping Heine off. And hey, a lot of that Heine fell off of my truck, So, that's it's been a while. So,
guys, we're not talking about ass. There's somebody at home thinking we talking about ass.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad topic.
Yeah, but that would imply that we traffic people, and there's a big thing going on with all that right now, wrestling. So we're not talking about ass.
Yeah. My truck never had ass on it.
Put a little ass on
it. No Heinies.
Ass on it.
But so, all right. Starting off the day, all right, we're going to get to a topic that we've had this discussion before. Outside of this, but let's talk some television right now. Let's talk some professional wrestling. All right.
Huh.
Let's talk about, because it's been all over social media. Everybody is upset about WrestleMania coming up, and The Rock stepping in over Cody, and Cody just sliding to the side, to face Roman Reigns, okay? And for those of you that haven't been following it, okay, let me bring you up, all right? Last Friday on SmackDown, Cody went out to address, because he is the Royal Rumble winner 2 times in a row, in which they took it last year and he didn't get the job done. But then we've got him 2-time winner this year. So now the whole build-up was him finishing his story, him taking the belt, from Roman Reigns. And then, actually, before of lately, the thing was, okay, he's going to be the one that defeats Roman and takes the belt and gets the legacy for his family and blah, blah, blah. But as Friday comes, when he goes to make his decision, well, let's back it up. Monday night, after the Rumble, he faced Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins had a lot to say about the title, basically saying it's the Hollywood political type title, and that Cody would be better off fighting him for his world title. So we fast forwarded to Friday. We go to Friday. He addresses Roman, and Roman, because one of the best promos I've seen him ever cut before in his history. But he goes on to talk about Seth calls his champion the real one, but he said he beat everybody for that belt already. So that's like second place belt,
Right.
Which was a great promo and all that. All right, speeding it up. So he goes to the front. Cody is to address Roman. Turns out, he was like, all right, yeah, he wants to finish his legacy. He wants to do this, blah, blah, blah. He said, but he's been seeking counseling about it. And he counsels somebody that very, very well, is what he tells Roman. And Boom, there you have it. Rock's music comes out, and it's Rock's, and it's a epic stare down. All right? So the problem with that is everybody's really upset. They're like, really, that it doesn't make sense in the writing, in the creative department or whatnot. And it was like, okay, so Cody is going to finish his daddy's legacy and blah, blah, blah. But he just steps to the side and let The Rock take over.
All right.
What kind of story is that? Where do you go from that?
So, all right, where do you want me to start? Do you want how I feel about the scenario, or do you want how I feel about the reactions to the scenario?
Well, let's talk about the reactions first, because I want to get your talk on the scenario after I give you mine, because I already know we're gonna bump heads because we've had this conversation before. But I want to,
all right,
and I want to play devil's advocate first.
So, I mean, you sure? Because it's about to start some shit. What I'm about to say. I put out a Facebook post the other day. I said I was scrolling through Facebook, and I've officially confirmed that some of the seats in our locker rooms have been taken by people that should be buying or paying for a seat in the crowd.
Okay.
And it's because of this right here, this situation. And the reason why I say that is not because I'm mad about anybody's opinion. Everybody has the right to an opinion as a fan, especially if you're a worker. You started as a fan to get into this. I understand that. But the second you go on social media as a wrestler and bury the dream job's decision, what are you doing? Like, you don't belong in our locker room. That's supposed to be our thing to bitch about to each other.
Right.
Like, I can tell you how I feel about it. You can tell me how you feel about it, what you would do, what I would do, and that's us as wrestlers being fans and still talking.
Right.
And bitching about it in our solitude. We ain't going on Facebook and bitching at what they doing. You know why? Because we're professional wrestlers. It's the fans' job to take social media over and sway the opinions. Not ours. Our job is to come up with a way to stand out
Right.
on our own.
Right.
If you got such a strong opinion as a wrestler, go to goddamn training, finish up what you're lacking, get your looks right, get your opportunities right, and get your ass on TV, work a hard career, and you get to the top and change it your goddamn self. Don't go on Facebook as a wrestler and do that. You belong in the crowd at that point. You don't belong in the locker room. At that point, this is too real to you. And that's okay. You're supposed to treat it with realism, but it's too real to you. To the point now, you're taking what we do, the solitude of us being in control of something, and you're throwing it out there for chaos to be spun out of it. Like, we need to be in control. I hate to say this, in control of our narratives. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, trust me, the WWE, was it a mistake? I don't know. I don't work there. You know what I mean? But what I will say is they already got a plan B. They had a plan B the second the first hashtag We Want Cody went out. Yeah. You know what I mean? They had a plan. Whatever's coming is going to be fucking dope, no matter what.
All right.
You know what I mean? But we, as performers in this business, like, it's not our job to shit on something else. It's the work. We have to add to the work. That's how I feel about it. The reactions to it. The fans are absolutely okay. They got the right to wild out. They fans. They're paying for the shit. But us, we need to freak out amongst each other, not on social media.
Yeah, I feel your points. I feel your point, but I don't totally agree with them simply because we're at a time now, social media, everybody got a damn opinion.
Everybody got a damn opinion, but you're not going to, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're not going to get a job because of that opinion.
Well, that's yeah, I guess. But it's just,
as a professional wrestler, you need to conduct yourself professionally, not get in your feelings because Cody got his fucking opportunity taken away. Come on, as a professional wrestler. You know what I mean? As a fan, yeah, hell yeah, go wild.
But I mean, this is the indies though. Like,
And this is why motherfuckers stay
granted-
on the indies.
Right. So, but even with that, 80% to 90% of the indies people, anyway, that's what they're being. That's what they always be as a fan.
Absolutely.
You know, so
it's okay to be a fan, but it's not okay to use your platform to sway other people's opinion or to spread that. Like, if you're gonna do that constructively to build what you're trying to sell, not to shit on the mainstream product. Like, that's just how it's professionalism. I'm not saying keep kayfabe alive. I'm not a kayfabe warrior. But what I'm saying is professionalism is still a thing. We can't just excuse motherfuckers not being professional now. It's literally called a professional wrestler for a reason.
okay, I can give you that.
It's a performer. It's like if you was an actor and you didn't like the script in a movie and you went out and talked with it, you wouldn't be in that movie no more. You went out and talk shit about it, trust me, they'll find somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's so they don't do that is what I'm saying. Right. They don't do that till years later when they on an interview and be like, man, I didn't like that script at all. You know what I mean? But that's later. Not when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's as a performer, as an artist, you got to have respect for the platform you got. You know what I mean? Use your platform to positively boost yourself. If you don't like something with all this negativity going on and everybody feeling some type of way, your little corner of the fucking world right now needs to be the most popping shit. You know why? Because there ain't no drama over there. All right, well, this is cool to look at. You know what I mean?
All right. I got you, but
that's professionalism, man. It goes a long way.
I guess
a little bit goes a long way.
It's a good thing because I didn't actually see a lot of the
listen.
people that you
I
had.
saw professional
been
wrestlers
listening to.
go underneath The Rock's Instagram post and talk shit. I was like, bro, you are never getting a job now.
Yeah.
He's literally on the board of directors.
Literally.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? It doesn't mean that much to you that Cody didn't get the shot at WrestleMania 40, that you had to fuck your career up? Like, come on, bro. Chill. Like, what are we doing here? I get it. It's over dramatic. It's high school. We live in a soap opera. I get it. Blah, 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 blah. That's always going to be the case. That's fine. But goddamn, professionalism is still a thing, bro. Hashtag, what the Heine?
Well, I mean, Wolvie, do you have anything to add to that? Like,
For like everyone's like right to feel how they want to feel. Like, honestly, something bigger can be happening down the line. So I can't say like, oh, this is the end of everything. Where something better could be eventually happening. Yeah. Something better could happen down, like, at SummerSlam or Survivor Series or even next year's WrestleMania. So, like, shouldn't really be complaining about the now and more look forward to what can happen.
Yeah.
We still talking about the reactions. To it,
Right.
not the scenarios.
Because I was
Don't overreact to something that could lead to something better.
right because I was looking at all these reactions, and I mean like people are really, really pissed about it. In which The Rock and Roman,
I understand.
is not a bad match.
I understand.
But the complaint is that they're saying it's a year too late. This should have been either what happened last year
or what's happening this year
or
because
before.
Cody beat him last year.
Right.
And they're not, listen, bro, when it comes to the scenario itself, they got the right. I actually am entertained by some of the fans' perspectives. I'm entertained by, what in my mind, fantasy booker would do. You know what I mean? But, the problem, my only issue with all this, lies with current able-bodied, constant working professional wrestlers I'm trying to not sound like but I don't got no better way to say it. Being a bunch of
Go ahead, I'll bleep it.
little kids about the situation on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what have you. Like, if you're a fan, you have that right. You have that right, because then the big decision makers look at that. They don't look at what we say. We trying to work for them. They don't give a damn what we say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gotta, it's got to be something that.
Pardon me, but every time our
you get nervous.
I get nervous every time
producer.
it's movement somewhere. Our producer's on it, yeah.
But
Robert.
And that's the thing. It's like, say none of us ever professionally wrestled, and we got on here and we bashed it. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
We got on here and we put it over. That's our right. As wrestlers, we got on here and we bash it. That's all right. We got on here and we put it over. We're not on social media saying this. This is a podcast as analysts.
Right.
Yeah, we have a wrestling background here. We're not wrestlers here.
Right.
I'm a wrestler when the camera cuts on, I'm in the ring. But here, this is the forum for that.
Right.
This is the forum. Like, oh man, they did rob Cody. Blah blah blah. This is the forum for those opinions. Your Facebook as a professional wrestler is not.
Right.
It's not the forum for that. It's just not cool.
Right. Right.
If you're putting over the product, I still don't even like that in a sense. I mean, yeah, you know, being company people, you always want to kind of put over the product, but it's still like leave the business end, because that part is business.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the business end to the business people. We're the performers. We need to go out there and make something out of nothing, not put our opinion on that just because we're feeling some type of way in the freaking moment. Like, come on. We do that to people. Our job is to do that to people, and now it's the workers being worked. The motherfuckers can work themselves into a shoot. They do not belong in the locker room. They belong in the goddamn crowd. I'm not going to name anybody by name because it's not about naming people by name. It's general. It's general. If I was acting that way, I would want somebody to check me too.
Yeah, but yeah. So with that being said, let's go into my personal opinion on it. I don't work for them. I don't know which way it's going or whatnot. I've watched wrestling, not just being in the thing, but I'm a fan as well. And just me personally, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but okay, I'm tired of the Roman Reigns story. That just, no other way to put it. Like, I am just tired of it. All right, I think it's way drawn out, and it gets to the point. This again, it's just my opinion on it. I feel that it's drawn out for the fact that wrestling is different now. You know what I mean? It's a whole different era. It's a new age now. Whereas it's so much talent, especially in that locker room. We're back in the days, you had the territories going on, and you only had these certain amount of reps. That's why Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen were so dominant for so long, because that was the thing. That was their era. That was their area, their region that they worked. You can do that because most of the time you didn't have a lot of superstars. Pay-per-view, you know what I mean? A lot of times they were just working jobbers anyway. So you can run a 3-4 year long reign. And even with that, he would drop it to Dusty every now and then, but then get it back, Yeah,
they would have eras.
Right. And you could run that back then. I just think now the talent pool is too big, and you're really shitting on a lot of people coming up when you focus this long of a year, this many years into one character, which, Okay, go ahead.
I've been hanging around that motherfucker too long. I'm raising my hand to speak.
No, because he does not do that. He just was just jump in there.
No, he'll do that shit in the car, and it's weird because I'd be like, that's the time you supposed to just. So I feel you. But that's why they created Seth Rollins' belt. And with all due respect to those performers, because I'm sitting behind this table and they're on TV. So don't think that Cam didn't check himself before he said this. But what I'm saying is, you're right, and there was a need to have a workhorse champ around. But when you box office like that, you got to understand, as a business, they're not going to end that. They're going to do whatever they can to keep that going because it's record-setting and record-breaking. Granted, a lot of it's inflation, but Roman is the only top guy of the company ever to have been able to solidify holding the title and still being the number one draw each time he pops up. He's the only one. Ever. I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. He's the only top guy to hold the title for a long time and to be the number one draw each time he pops up. The number one most viewed segment, the number one. Look it up. This is the same guy. Top guys. I mean, like Mount Rushmore guy. I'm talking Austin. I'm talking Cena. I'm talking Rock. I'm talking Michaels. I'm talking Hogan. Like, he's the only one. None of them had a reign that long for that reason. You had you had to drop it to keep it interesting, and that's different. The times are changing. What they did with Roman is unprecedented, and that's why they're still doing it. What they're doing with Seth is going to be more to suit people like you, people who feel, hey, man, no, with all due respect, who feel like there needs to be a workhorse big man title, a workhorse top guy title. And Roman's title is the Hollywood box office title. It is. It's the WWE Championship. They don't want to call it that, but that's
okay, but
it should be. Now hear me out. It should be. What is the WWE? Tell me what it is. It is a fucking multimedia, multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, bro. So of course the main champion should only wrestle X amount of times a year, whenever the hell he wants, and he should be the top draw every time. And Roman is the only one that has done it. Cena did that, but he had 16 reigns. So Roman's done that over 3 or 4 reigns. Like, you have to understand, and this one unprecedented. Like Bruno Sammartino, because of inflation, though. Hear me out. I'm just being honest to the mark. Because of inflation, Bruno can't compete with Roman. Because, the dollar was way back in that day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bruno, listen, that motherfucker Bruno made pennies compared to Roman.
That's true.
But Roman, listen, bro, and I'm going to just be honest. It's just me. This is me talking with an ego like a motherfucker. The motherfucker look like money. He smell like money. Brother, get on screen. Anything he touches, money. He works slower than me, you, and him combined, and it's still money. So if he wrestled The Rock or Cody, it's money. However, you start a story, you kind of need to finish it. But, you're going to make money with The Rock. It's like there's no wrong answer. It's only a public opinion wrong answer. There's no wrong business answer here, though. I do think they can just do both. I mean, Roman's that good. He can wrestle night 1 and night 2. I mean, let's just do that. And everybody go home happy. Well, the world heavyweight title wasn't in the main event.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't in the main event when Seth won it from Brock either. So, I mean, what's different?
I mean, I
give
get
Roman
what you're
that
saying.
rub. I'm just telling the truth, man.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you're saying is not wrong, all right? But those facts are jaded facts, and I say that because of this. You got to realize, back in the runs, the Austins, the Triple H's, and all that. You got to realize there wasn't a thing called social media that was popping like it is now. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to be one of them folks.
Well,
Go ahead. I'm going to let you finish.
You dropped your facts. Let me drop mine.
All right.
You got to realize stats. All right, that's just like you go back in like you go back in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
You know I'm about to.
It goes back to like the NFL. They didn't have, since the NFL started, they didn't start keeping records of sacks until what year was that? Either way, I'm saying you're holding these records and you're saying the best. It's easy to do the best of anything now because you can reach more people in more different ways.
I said inflation.
And that. Right.
Social media inflation's a thing too.
But with that, there's really a point that shit just gets stale. You know what I'm saying? Roman is all that what you said. Roman is all. Well, no, I'm just saying it's not just my opinion. I'm listening to other people's opinions too. Those fans that we were just talking about. It's just like it's that story. And again, now this is just my opinion. That story will run much better if he breaks whoever record he's got to break. All right. Make the record, put them in the record books. I'm all for records. You know that. Yep. Put them in the record books. But then have him drop that title, and he can get it back. I mean, hell, it's like you got the people that get it 16, 17 times, whatever.
Do you understand
get it back.
where we're at right now?
But what I'm saying is what they're doing, I think they pigeonholed themselves to the point where what are they going to do with him? How are they going to finish that story you're talking about? That's why they came up with another belt. There's no reason why they should have. They already got too many belts. They had a SmackDown belt and a Raw belt.
Oh my God!
They already got too many belts.
I cannot believe I got to break this down to him.
Well, all right, break it down.
We are in the year what? What year are we in?
2024.
I'm gonna go off of what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Social media. Back in those days, that you're talking about, your Rocks, your Austins, your Triple H. We didn't have social media. The internet was really kind of just becoming the thing, right? And they were shattering records at that time. Did you think more people were gonna die before we got to now? All that happened is we had more fucking sex and had more babies, right? Here, hear me out.
Right.
So, by nature, every business is going to grow. Every popular business is going to grow. Times are going to change.
Right.
There was no blueprint for what Roman is doing, is what I'm saying. What he's doing should not have happened, is what I'm saying. What he's doing works in Bruno Sammartino's day. However, because it's Roman Reigns, it's working in 2020 through 2024. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is, because it worked as a business, I have to be very cautious with how I play with it. So let me create something else. They already did that, right? We're here now. You got Seth Rollins in the World Heavyweight title, right? We have to speak, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, the story to some people is going to be stale. You know why? Because the world moves so damn fast now. The fact that it's stale to some and not most is fucking amazing. The fact that Roman Reigns is the key player in now Cody Rhodes' story is fucking amazing. The fact that Cody Rhodes' story has made Roman the most over guy in the process without him having to defend the belt is amazing. What I'm saying is, Kwest, as a business, you can go a million different ways from that. They're choosing to go whichever way they're going to go. I don't like this. I don't like that, blah, 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 blah. The story's stale. The story's this, blah, 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 blah. It does not matter. It's going to make money. And if it make dollars, goddammit, it makes sense. Now, what you're saying is, hey, let's go ahead and get in the record books and let's just cut this thing short. It's not about the record books anymore. It's about the clout. It's about how you pass the clout on. Because once he lose that title, listen, brother gonna take a long break, or he just gonna be done. I mean, what else do you do after you've beaten everybody there is to beat? Now listen, hear me out. So to end whatever story, and I think the words "finish the story" kind of get tossed around too much, because there's a billion different stories. Cody Rhodes' story is just one guy, to be honest. You know what I mean? You got Roman's story. In this case, you got Rock's story, which their story writes itself. And it's not too late. It's never too late. I think the problem is you started one story and made people believe you're going to do one thing, and it just pivoted overnight, it felt like. And I think that's what the problem really is. The problem is like you just had Cody talk all that shit after he won the Rumble, pointing at Roman's face, and then he gives his golden ticket away. You know what I mean? I think I think the world has over-dramatized that problem. I think the world has overstated the fact that we were made to believe one thing and they swerved. We weren't expecting it, and now we don't like it, right? Because to me, that's what happened. But how many people are going to actually step up and admit that? What time is it?
Well, let me just say something.
What time is that? Oh, shit. How many seconds do I got?
You
Fuck
have
y'all.
none. It's 30.
Y'all let me keep talking, y'all.
36 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm done.
I'm done.
Wolvie's done. So, Cammy Poo, come out and play.
Fuck y'all, bro. Never again will I talk about Roman Reigns. I'm a big fan of Samoans, as you can tell.
You are a Roman Reigns
Mark.
stan.
I'm a Roman Mark. I'm a Rock Mark. I'm a Cody Mark, actually.
I mean, yeah, I like all them too. But, like, everything you said, yeah, valid points. But it's still the point, like, listen.
I want Cody. I mean, I was more upset that
have
we
you
didn't
ever
get,
read comic books?
Yeah.
You know? And have you ever heard of the term OP?
Yeah. Roman's not OP yet.
Yes, he most definitely is. He's most definitely OP. And when you get a person that's OP, you're just like, okay, what's the fucking purpose
Now, all right,
of
what
it?
about Drew McIntyre then? I don't want to hear shit. What about Seth Rollins? What about, like, those two?
What about
the two?
them?
Seth Rollins has been put. People say they shove Roman Reigns down. That's a lie, bro. They shoved Seth Rollins down our throats ever since he hit that with the chair. Hit that brother in the back with the chair. You got to bleep that out, brother.
No.
I'm serious. Yes,
hold on,
he
hold
has
on,
been
hold on.
in, if not just one, but numerous segments on Raw and any show he's been on ever since he turned heel. That first time, I promise you. He's got tons. Shut up. He's got tons more airtime than Roman Reigns. And if y'all keep telling me they're shoving Roman down people's throat, this story's stale. Drew McIntyre literally beat every big force the WWE had to fucking beat overnight during COVID with no fans in the building.
Well, I mean, you said it right there. That's why.
And they lost more money when it happened. Ass. Roman Reigns, to be honest, for most of these matches and SmackDown appearances, he gets his ass kicked and then wins at the end with help. He's not OP.
If you were to put Drew McIntyre,
he tells good stories.
If you were to put Drew McIntyre with Paulie Dangerous,
no,
same difference.
No, Drew McIntyre. They put Curtis Axel with Paulie Dangerous, and look what the hell happened. Exactly. Who's that? It was you about to say.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen.
They put Ryback. What? No, they didn't. That's a lie.
Listen.
Cesaro. Well, Cesaro's. He's still doing his thing.
I respect it.
Listen. Roman is OP. He's about as OP as that doggone stain that you put in my bathtub when you took a bath on, a little black ring that's hanging around and we can't even get off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
That's from your goddamn dog.
I'm just saying, Cam. You know, Mister, I ain't finished my Heineken yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What do you got to say about Cam? You know, because
seems like he's a little baby bottle for that. Sit on it.
Yeah, what we needed to do was get this man a nipple to put over his bottle because the man had his testicles hadn't dropped yet, so he still don't know.
Well, you
how
better
to
ask
drink a
somebody
beer.
about Cam Jackson. Them testicles been done dropped. The
guess
bass and the drums hit this table. Boy, we have this whole screen turned black. Get the fuck out of here. Don't play with Cam Jackson tonight.
For wine coolers.
Next. You said what?
For wine coolers.
Yo, but listen. My final statements on it. That's just, again, my opinion or whatever. Who am I?
No,
I'm just
y'all got the
a
right
guy.
to their opinion.
But
I
the
agree.
thing is,
I feel you.
Roman is overrated, and in all honesty, I actually stepped away from watching this for a while. I followed it.
Because you
But
can
now-
never do what
but
he
now
did.
I'm so over it. I'm so over it.
Boom. I got an air high five for that one. I'm doing good.
Nice little Barry
Listen.
Horowitz little slap.
Strike.
Whatever it is,
Strike.
we're both still just consumers of the product.
You're absolutely right.
And
And I absolutely
it's a
agree.
product that I'm not.
I'm gonna
it's
watch
too
it.
much of it, you know.
I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to watch whatever happens at WrestleMania. I'm watching it no matter what.
Oh, I'm gonna watch the WrestleMania joint, but
And I think they're gonna please everybody, to be honest, somehow, some way.
yeah, I just me again. Like I said, me personally, I'd rather him do something else.
Roman's
with
gonna
Roman
lose that belt.
he's done it
And
way
he's
too
gonna beat
had
The
it too
Rock.
much. The story is just not
I
interesting
shouldn't have
to me.
said that on there. I shouldn't have said it like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just the story is just not interesting to me. Like, that's just me. And at once, you know, I thought they was going somewhere with it when they broke up the bloodline. You know, when Jay and all that. Love that.
It's been a break.
But now it's just
There's more money. Well, right now they're doing this Jay and Gunther thing. So I can't wait to see how that works. But
but
I'm interested in the JV Jimmy. You know,
I'm just
I know
But
you're
it's
tired
just-
of it, but I don't
It's
mind
just
it.
the Roman Reigns thing. He's OP.
You
And
don't
they
like him.
no.
You don't like
Don't.
I sense some jealousy.
No, I actually love Roman Reigns. Like,
Oh, yeah?
out of the Shield, he's the only one I like. I was never a Moxley fan. I just thought. I don't even know how he even got the job. To be personally, I don't know.
I wouldn't say that. Damn.
Seth, great. Roman, I like was great. Moxley, I think he should have been. He should have been our equivalent of a hardcore champion. He's just a hardcore dude that you throw in there because I mean.
I think he offered some uniqueness to that group. I think Roman wasn't fully grasping it yet. With all due respect, and I think Seth Rollins was the in ring, like, you know, the architect essentially. So we needed the Dean Ambrose character to kind of pull us along. You know what I mean? And I think it served its purpose, and I think that's why it's Pride of Row. But there's a reason why Roman and Seth did better as singles in the E. As
100% agree with you.
and I'm
100%.
I'm not gonna fight you on that.
Right. But nothing to get. I do like Roman.
Right.
I like his character. I like his. I like everything about him. It's just my opinion. And actually, to go back a minute, they did kind of shove Roman down our throats.
Not as much as Seth.
To begin with, because to begin with, like you said, Roman wasn't that great on the mic.
Agreed.
You know, he had issues with the.
But I will
the
say
scripts.
this: some people were very, very harsh on him. You can't ever like say somebody's not good on the mic and you've never done any type of public speaking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good on the mic, but at the same time, compared to a Ric Flair, I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I get, and again, it takes time because even still, when he left the Shield, that wasn't the Roman Reigns that we're looking at now.
Yeah.
He was still in basically character development. There's like, okay, well,
But I
what
saw
are
it
we
then.
going to do
That's
with
when
that?
I actually saw it. When the Shield broke up, that's when I knew he was going to be the guy.
Right.
That, like, when I saw that, everybody thought Seth was going to be the guy. I said, no, Roman's going to be the guy. I saw it. I don't know why. Everybody looked at me.
Yeah,
Damn, you're wrong.
They just had to figure out what they
And
were
then
going to do
leaked.
because he had to
that
go
he was
into
gonna
it.
win that Rumble, and that's what fucked him.
Yeah.
Everybody turned on him when that shit leaked. Everybody wanted Roman, and then that shit leaked. That was it.
Right.
No, because it's Vince's guy. And then now look at everybody. Now look at
Again,
everybody.
you get naturals that just comes in and they're going to take that stage
And
or
credit to
whatnot.
Paul Heyman.
He
added legitimacy to him.
At the time, and I'm saying he could still be the man as of now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about at the time when they had him, he didn't have it. He didn't have that it factor. He looked
he
great.
had it. He just didn't know how to
looked
use it.
great. Right. He looked great. He could wrestle. But he just like I say, especially when you're on TV, it's a total package. You got
His
to
spots
have
were too
mic
heavily
work and all
written.
that.
You can't blame him. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I think a lot of people blame the guy for something that's a company decision, and that's not fair to Roman. He's able to be himself now. That's the thing. Now hear me out.
That's
Hear me-
the point. I'm
hear
saying
me.
everybody that we know they right for you. If you can't grasp it, all right, they sort of slide you and get the next man that can. But with Roman, they did not do that. They're like, listen, he gonna get this shit now. So he was force-fed into it, which is the only time I didn't like Roman because don't force me. But probably the reason I don't like,
But I think
I don't like Cena now.
But see, here's the thing. I think you got internet tripped into that because that was all on
No.
the internet. Listen,
No.
listen. But you don't have that problem with Rollins, and Rollins was on air way more than Roman.
I'm not a great big Rollins fan either, but I'm just saying. I'm
but
talking about
I don't hear anybody say that about Seth Rollins
because he's the runner-up. He's got the
It doesn't
other
matter. He's
belt.
had way more airtime than Roman.
And-
Like, this brother would be on Raw. When he joined the Authority, bro, listen, he would be on Raw in the beginning of the show, 3 backstage segments, have the main event match, and like, bro, come on.
I'm not going to argue with that either. Okay, because in all honesty, when they shoved Seth, I was done. Because even now, I'm not a Seth Rollins fan. I hate the little.
I like Seth
this
Rollins.
bit.
I'm not going to front.
I like him. I like him wrestling. I don't like him
I
promos.
fucks
Take the mic
with his
from him.
creativity.
What I'm trying to figure out is how the hell do you lose your own challenge?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he just, to me, it's just like I'm tired of the Roman things. It's like I didn't like Cena because they shoved him down our throats. That was Vince's man, and
I actually like Cena. I just don't
like it
like Cena when
regardless.
I'm around K.O. Mari.
I don't like Cena, period. Like,
I like
I've
Cena.
never like just like WCW.
And just like K.O. Mari don't like The Rock when he around me, so it's all right.
Just like at WCW.
It's like a mutual thing we have.
Sting, from NWA.
I love
like,
Sting now. Look, Sting hit his head on that.
I've never been a Sting fan. Like, and when they had the Road Warriors break, it was supposedly, almost break his neck. Loved it because I was always a Road Warriors fan, but never like I don't like when they're forcing me to like somebody. Like, oh, this is our guy, so you're gonna
But
like
see,
him.
that's the thing.
But see, that's the difference between
that's a
fans.
manufactured mindset. I think that's an internet grasped mindset.
Bro, I've been
Now,
watching
listen,
this
hear
way
me.
before the internet.
Listen.
This is before the internet.
Listen. Business is driven by money. These people are pushing merch. That's why they're pushing them. No matter how crazy, silly, John Cena-esque they are, if they're making money, that means the mass majority of people like them. You don't because you see the big picture, whatever. Okay. But you can't say that they're not trying to force you to like him. They're not, believe it. They've given up on you. When I tell you this, listen, they've given up on you. They want to get the next kid and the next kid and the next kid.
Is that because it's all about kids? Cena appealed to all the kids.
But at the same
And
time,
I get it. Kids bring the money. That's what you bring
but
it.
hear
So
me out.
they pushed them.
I think a lot of people be jipping John Cena a little bit because Cena was never like Cena was the face of the PG era by design, not by gimmick, brother. Because that motherfucker broke the rules more than anybody.
Because that was Vince's boy.
But it don't matter. It's the fact that you can't call him a PG machine when he wasn't PG. He was the only in the PG era that wasn't PG. I got it.
What?
I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. Like, no. Like,
He wasn't PG, bro. There was innuendos in everything he did. Go back and watch.
well, I mean, because he was a fake rapper. I get
He's
that.
not. It's not
Like,
about the
he was-
rapping. This is after the rapping. This is PG. The rapping wasn't in the PG era.
He came out rapping.
I'm talking about the PG. When you're talking about PG, his raps were never PG. Trust me.
It was the ruthless aggression.
Exactly. PG era Cena don't get enough credit.
Cena sucks. My opinion.
And you put more money in his
My-
pocket.
my-
The second you
my
say that,
opinion.
you put money in his pocket. So Cena, here you
Absolutely
go.
not. Absolutely not.
Yes, he made a whole career off. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks.
True. He now one thing he's a showman, and he knows how to about Cena. All right. Again, these are just my personal opinions. All right, call me a relic or whatever. But like you say,
Not
just
calling
like
you old.
just like no, I'm just saying these are just my personal opinions.
I'm just saying that
like
you
an
have to
asshole,
open
like
your
an
mind.
asshole, like an asshole. Everybody's got it. I'm just never been a Cena fan.
And why?
Simply because of the whole. Well, number one, I don't think he's the best worker, opposed to those that were in there at the time. Okay.
So you telling
now, granted,
me? Hold on.
Granted,
Hold on. I got to stand up and ask this. You telling me? Hulk Hogan and Steve Austin, maybe Steve Austin, and The Rock, maybe Steve Austin, were better wrestlers than John Cena? Maybe Steve Austin.
Hulk Hogan,
No.
absolutely not.
The Rock,
I've
no.
never been a Hogan fan.
And I'm a
either.
Rock mark, and I can tell you
Listen.
he's not a better wrestler than Cena.
Nah.
He's not a better wrestler than
He
Cena.
most definitely is.
He's a better athlete than Cena, but he's not a better wrestler than
Most
Cena.
definitely is. You got Hogan.
I'm
that
sorry, not a
comes
better
in.
worker. I apologize.
You-
Worker. He's not a better worker than Cena.
Oh, no. Cena works because he's the only dude that ever lost money in the bank. So you got to give him that. He'll do
No,
what you
he's
need
not.
to do.
Damian Sandow lost it to Cena.
Listen, sit your monkey ass down so we can.
You mad because I'm giving you facts and you can't
No,
come
I'm
back.
mad because you're not giving facts.
Cena did
you're giving
good.
just like I'm doing. You're giving your opinion.
You're
just like
mad.
it's my opinion.
No, he was. He's called the GOAT for a reason.
But he's not.
Who's the
you
GOAT?
Think,
Who's
you
the
think
GOAT?
he's the
Who's
GOAT?
the GOAT?
You think he's
Who's the GOAT? Tell me right now. Who's the GOAT?
In all
Tell me.
honesty,
Austin is the GOAT.
no. If there was to be
If there
a
was
GOAT,
a GOAT, it's Austin.
my pick would be Flair. If we're talking about the greatest of all time, that would be
I'm
that would
talking
be my
business
pick.
wise.
That-
I'm talking business.
again, it's
Different
hard.
time periods. I get it.
Exactly.
Who
so like
in your
now,
mind? No, I don't care.
if
Fuck a time
Flair-
period. Who is the GOAT?
like I say, in my opinion, it would
Money.
be Flair.
Money wise. You
I-
think
I
Flair's
don't-
going to
I
draw
don't-
you
I
more
don't-
money than Austin?
Not now.
No, I'm talking about in any heyday. You think Flair's going to draw you more money than Austin or Cena?
Back in his time, again, you can't answer that honestly simply because different eras, different time, different money brackets. And even like you said, it's inflation now. Like, no, it's a whole different era. The marketing wasn't as big back when Flair was doing his thing.
Understandably.
But listen, there is not a person on this earth, you can go to any corner of this earth that don't know who Ric Flair is.
Right.
Not one.
And it's not John Cena, same thing.
You might have some.
Wayne Johnson, same thing.
Right,
Steve
and The Rock
Austin,
too. And
same
The
thing.
Rock too.
Maybe even Hogan.
But Hogan too. Which as much as I don't like Hogan, he's the pillar of it. He was the start of
He
this
started the
whole
big
thing.
name.
Right. He started this thing.
But
you
I think you get caught up in the fact that wrestling has changed, and I don't think you're looking to see the positives in that change. The positives in that change, and in the business to come behind it, bro. This is what I do. It's what I love to do. I study stupid shit about this. I can't use the word I want to use, but I study stupid shit about what goes on, and I can honestly tell you that there's no better layout for a WWE superstar than Randy Orton, and there's no better layout for a WWE big name than John Cena. Ever.
And I'm not denying that. And that's simply because of the time.
But it's not because of the times. It's because of what they brought to the table. It has nothing to do with the times. If The Rock and Austin and Flair and Hogan had those same qualities, they'd still be top guy right now. There's a reason why their era began and ended. And Cena's only ended because he wanted to make movies. That was a choice. You know what I mean? He's the only one whose shit ended by choice, is what I'm saying. Nobody's done what he's done. And now what Roman's doing is unprecedented, but in a different way. You know, his is by records and stats, but, inflation, admittedly.
Has Cena brought in the fan base like Hogan and Austin?
He's brought in a bigger one than Hogan and Austin.
That's because he had a bunch of kids. And kids are the money. Kids run
Facts
it.
are facts. Numbers are numbers. I don't care if they're kids or whole-bodied adults. There's more of them. Give that man his flowers. Stop hating on
I'm not trying to say.
Listen, I do not like Cena.
Why?
Never like Cena. Because looking at
he finished the rap by saying you can choke on these nuts.
It was my opinion. And I ain't asking nobody to agree with me or whatnot. It's my opinion.
What did he rode a motorcycle?
That's all it was. But now that we're off of Cam Jackson's strong, over-opinionated ass.
I work here. I'll give him this 5 more minutes.
yeah, the hell with that. We're gonna move into the indie spotlight at the end of the show, which we should have did at the beginning. But we're gonna move into the indie spotlight of the week, and it's going to feature none other than a good young man.
Absolutely.
Dear to my heart, love the guy, Mr. K.O. Maury. And there it is, Mr. K.R. Maury, our indie spotlight of the week. Listen, that kid has an infectious smile. The kid is infectious, like you just drawn to him. When I first met him, when I came back to XWW after my hiatus. I came back and I was studying the locker room. The new guys. You were one of them, Cam, and him. It's just something about that man's energy. And, I love the guy. So, he's become family to me.
Absolutely.
Which I love him.
I put it this way, and I can only speak in terms of myself, but when you surface into any journey and you bring somebody along the way with you, it's not for your own benefit. It's because that person has something to offer the world, and you just want to see that shit shine. So one day, hopefully the rest of the world will understand the K. Omari that we all know. But until then, we'll see you next week on this motherfucking show. I've had a good time arguing with you about Roman Reigns and all that shit. I failed the Heine challenge.
He failed the Heine challenge.
But I'm going to do one more goddamn drink. Give me that.
Well, he's going to do that. He's going to do that as we go on.
We can do it off air. I don't give a fuck.
He's going to do it as we go on. But, ladies and gentlemen.
Why are you stalling? Just pass me the damn shit.
Because can I close the show?
Pass me the shit.
Can I close the show?
I'm not going to shut up till you pass me the shit.
I'll mute you. Can I close the show? Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
I want the motherfucking shit, Kwest.
See, he's mad because his argument meant nothing tonight, and he just was arguing just to be arguing.
Oh,
but
wow.
The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, another edition of The Asylum.
Hey, yo, peace.
Catch us next week, because next week, me and this bitch is going to argue again because we didn't even talk on a topic that I know is going to rattle his feathers.
Hey, next week, let's talk about getting Cam Jackson to raise around this motherfucker. Peace. Thank you, Manny.